Have you ever wondered how to earn extra money through side hustles? Or are you just bored and trying to fill up your free time productively? Either way, you've come to the right spot. Now let's talk about side hustles. The term side hustle has a certain charm to it, doesn't it? It's like a secret mission, something James Bond might do on his days off. In reality, a side hustle is any gig that you take on the side of your primary job. It's the extra work you do for the extra cash. And let's not forget the extra skills you can pick up along the way. So why do people get drawn into the side hustle? Well, apart from the obvious financial benefits, side hustles can offer a creative outlet, a chance to learn new skills, and even a potential stepping stone to a full-time career. It's like having your cake, eating it too, and then selling the recipe for a profit. But wait, let's debunk a common misconception here. Not all side hustles involve crafting handmade candles or knitting cozy socks for kittens. Although, if you can do that, more power to you. The world of side hustles is vast and varied. From freelance writing to dog walking, from tutoring to virtual assisting, the possibilities are as endless as your imagination. Now, let's talk about the potential benefits. Side hustles can bring in extra income, sure, but they can also offer a sense of fulfillment. Maybe you're a financial analyst by day, but a passionate chef by night. Or perhaps you're a teacher who loves to write poetry. With a side hustle, you can explore these passions while also putting a little extra dough in your pocket. So if you're ready to trade your binge-watching time for some extra cash, let's dive into the world of side hustles. Now that you're all pumped up about side hustles, let's talk about how to choose the right one for you. Because let's face it, not everyone is cut out for dog walking or becoming the next big TikTok star. First things first, let's break down the types of side hustles. There are your traditional ones like tutoring, freelancing, or selling homemade crafts. Then there are the new age digital gigs like social media influencing, podcasting, or even gaming. And let's not forget the unconventional ones like professional cuddling or renting your backyard to campers. Yes, you heard that right, but the question is, how do you choose the right side hustle for you? Well, it's all about aligning it with your personal interests and skills. Ask yourself, what are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? And perhaps most importantly, what can you tolerate doing in your free time when you're not at your regular 9-to-5 job? For instance, if you love baking and have a knack for it, why not start selling your delicious cupcakes or cookies? Or, if you're a fitness enthusiast, consider becoming a part-time personal trainer. And if you're a tech wizard, there's a world of opportunities out there, from coding to website designing. Now let's take a moment to appreciate the unconventional side hustles. Imagine getting paid for hugging people as a professional cuddler. Sounds warm and fuzzy, right? Or how about making some extra bucks by turning your backyard into a mini camping site? You could even become a professional line stander, getting paid to hold spots in queues. It's a weird world out there, folks. But here's the secret sauce. No matter what side hustle you choose, make sure it's something you enjoy. Because the best side hustles are those that don't feel like work. They're the ones that make you excited to get up in the morning, that ignite a spark within you. Remember, the best side hustle is the one that doesn't feel like a hustle at all, unless you're into that sort of thing, of course. All right, you've got your side hustle picked out, you're excited, you're ready. But how much moolah can you actually expect to make? Now don't get your hopes soaring too high, folks. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but you probably won't be buying a private island with your side hustle earnings anytime soon. Unless, of course, your side hustle is discovering buried treasure. In that case, carry on, you modern-day pirate. Let's talk about some more grounded expectations. If you're starting a blog, for instance, you might initially make enough to cover a fancy cup of coffee each month. Yes, that's right. All those late-night typing sessions and you're rewarded with a cup of joe. But, hey, that's one less expense you have to worry about, right? Then there are side hustles like tutoring or personal training. These could bring in a few $100s a month depending on your rates and the number of clients you have. So maybe you're not just covering coffee but your entire grocery bill? Not too shabby. For those who get into rideshare driving or food delivery, the earnings can vary wildly. One day, you might make enough to buy a small yacht, and the next, you're back to just covering that cup of coffee. It's a roller coaster ride, my friends. And let's not forget about the crafty folks who decide to sell handmade goods. The earnings here will depend largely on your product and the demand for it. You could be raking in a nice profit, or you could be stuck with a garage full of knitted toilet paper cozies. It's a gamble. So, there you have it. The potential earnings from your side hustle can range from a cup of coffee to a grocery bill, and on a lucky day, maybe even a small yacht. Remember, it's not just about the money but also the sense of accomplishment and the skills you gain. So while you might not become a millionaire from your side hustle, every little bit helps, right? Now, let's talk about something that might sound a little dull, but bear with me, it's important. Resource management. Don't fall asleep yet. All right. Imagine you're juggling balls. You have your day job, your side hustle, family, friends, hobbies, and let's not forget sleep. Now imagine each of these is a ball. Some are rubber, others are made of glass. Drop a rubber ball, it bounces back. But drop a glass ball and you get the picture. Resource management is all about knowing which balls are rubber and which are glass. It's about knowing where to invest your time and energy so you don't end up with a pile of broken glass. Now I know what you're thinking. But I'm not Beyoncé. I don't have an army of assistants to manage my life. Well, newsflash, neither does Beyoncé. Okay, she probably does, but that's not the point. The point is, she also has the same 24 hours in a day that you do. So how does she do it? How does she manage to juggle a career, a family, and still find time to be, well, Beyoncé? It's simple, she prioritizes. Prioritizing is key when it comes to managing your time and resources. It's about recognizing what's important, what's urgent, and what's neither. It's about saying no to things that aren't serving you and yes to things that are. And let's not forget about balance, because while it's great to hustle and make that extra cash, it's also important to take care of yourself. After all, you can't pour from an empty cup. So whether you're doing your side hustle for the love of it, the money, or both, remember to take care of the most important resource you have, you. And of course, a cup of coffee wouldn't hurt either. Because let's be honest, sometimes the difference between a productive day and a day spent binge-watching cat videos on the internet is just one strong cup of joe. Remember, the key to a successful side hustle is balance, and maybe a little bit of caffeine. Alright folks, we've covered a lot today, so let's do a quick recap before you run off to start your new side hustle. And remember, we're not talking about hustling pool or selling your sister's diary to the highest bidder. We're talking about legitimate ways to earn some extra cash. Firstly, we dove into the sea of side hustles. From dog walking to graphic design, there are as many side hustles as there are fish in the sea. The key takeaway here? Find the hustle that tickles your fancy. If you're a cat person, maybe dog walking isn't your best bet, but cat sitting, that could be a whole different ball game. Then, we got real about the money. It's important to set realistic expectations. Despite what some may tell you, you're unlikely to become a millionaire overnight from selling handmade bracelets. However, you might earn a nice little sum that allows for the occasional splurge on your favorite late-night snack. Next, we tackled the not-so-boring topic of resource management. You know the saying, time is money? Well, it's also a resource, and managing it effectively is key to any successful side hustle. We talked about the importance of balancing your time between your full-time job, your side hustle, and still leaving some hours to binge-watch your favorite show. And let's not forget about the other resources. If your side hustle is baking, for example, you'll need to manage your ingredients, your kitchen space, and even your oven's temperamental temperature controls. So there you have it. Everything you need to know to get started with your side hustle. Remember to choose a hustle that aligns with your interests, set realistic earnings expectations, and manage your resources effectively. Now go out there and make that extra cash. And when in doubt, just ask yourself, what would Beyoncé do?